There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show. And this is by Computeach. Some nice music at the start there. And it's Code Europe. So, coming from Europe myself, let's hope I do okay in this. There's the people involved. So we have a choice between starting a new mission or loading a saved mission or browsing. So let's start a new mission and see what Code Europe has in store. Welcome to the world of ISK, where whatever the trouble, we're there on the double. So we're some kind of government agency, perhaps? Okay. Use these countries. Okay. I don't know entirely what countries were selected. You will start your mission in Switzerland. You will be briefed about your mission at our office in the capital city. Thank you for joining us. You're welcome.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. That's German for hello. And Switzerland, as some of you will know, has multiple languages. So let's click to continue. Presumably that's the national anthem. Might be wrong. Moles tell us that the International Crime Syndicate has chosen our country to hold its next meeting. It sounds like all the big names will be there. Your help is needed so we can nab some of those guys. Good luck! So presumably this is us. And I am getting severe mouse slowdown on the cursor here. Look at that. Okay. So select the city to visit. So we've got the option to have file, which loads, save and quit. Briefcase, there's nothing in there. And we can turn the sound on and off. So, in the lovely Switzerland, we shall visit... do we have a choice? Do we have to go to Bern? I guess we'll go to Bern. Okay, so we've got a ticket guy here who can give us details on what places to visit. Presumably, these are to sort of unlock clues as to...
How will you travel?
Right. Let's just go this way. Get a taxi. There's a tour guide. There are guided tours of the Federal Parliament building in Berlin. You must prove who you are before I tell you more. What is the capital of Switzerland? Uh-oh. Because these all look possible. I'm torn. I'm gonna say Bern. I was tempted to say Zurich. Let's go with Bern. Yes, great. Although it has few natural resources, Switzerland is a prosperous country, in part because of its highly educated, skilled workers.
Where to?
Let's visit a history
How will you
place.
Travel?
Let's just go by car again. All right.
Did you know?
Did I know? Although neutral in World War I, it was a difficult time for Switzerland because Swiss French supported France, while Germans favoured Germany. See, this is what I was talking about before. Switzerland has a number of sort of different type of Swiss people. The person I'm looking for would know this. Although it has blank, Switzerland is a prosperous country, in part because of its... Oh, that's what it said before. Few natural resources, right? Good job! Switzerland has a free trade treaty with the European community, but is not yet a member. We'll see if that's true. Now, is Switzerland in the EU or are they a non-EU country? I'm not sure. It is expected to join within the next 10 to 20 years. Well, it's 20 plus years now. It's almost 30, maybe more. Good grief. I missed a decade.
Destination?
You do that from time to time, you know. Sometimes you look back at something and you're like, it's 10, 20 years ago, and you find out, oh, it was actually 40 years ago. Tourist.
How will you travel?
Let's go by bus. No time for that. Check into hotel. Hold on.
How will you travel?
So time is passing. Let's hit that. Days allowed 10, days left 10, time 1400. So we have to get there pronto. So I guess we'll do that.
Here's an interesting fact.
Oh, it's a woman speaking. I don't know if there's a penalty for traveling that way. In Switzerland, stores are open from 8 or 9 a.m. to 6 or 7 p.m. Neighborhood shops often close at lunchtime. Answer this or I'm history. Switzerland has blank with the European community, but it is not yet a member. I think it has a free trade treaty. Correct! The tour guides in Biel know more than I know. By the way, you have found 2 microfilm pieces. So is this rewarding us for answering the correct questions by giving us something for our inventory? And we need to go to Biel now. It's getting late. Check into hotel? Okay. Choose hotel. So, do we have money? Let's have a look at our briefcase. Oh, I guess we can't do that while choosing a hotel. Let's go for the cheap
Nice
one.
to have you with us.
Fleabag in. Oh dear. That's not beautiful. Oh well. Maybe we'll get murdered in our sleep. Okay, so slight fade in to indicate that a day has passed. That's what you get for trying to save money. You were just mugged on the staircase. But luckily they only got away with 66 Swiss francs. So, that is a problem.
Where to?
Let's leave the town after getting mugged. So, we need to go to Biel. There we go. We have traveled.
Destination?
You look oddly familiar. You look like the last guy. So, let's hit culture. And I think we've got the sort of gist of this now. Can we see our suitcase? No. About? Is that just about the game? Your notepad lets you record information. Click on this spot to use your notepad. Your money card lets you keep track of your money, so we do have money, yes. Your calendar lets you keep track of your time. Okay. So it's a little tutorial. And our briefcase contents seem to be in the corner, in that window in the bottom left-hand corner.
Destination?
So we can access them at any time. If we show briefcase, that comes up. I don't know why I didn't notice that before. Need to pay attention. Let's read our notes. Informative.
Destination?
Okay. Let's see. We've got 900 francs. Right, that's fine. What time is it? Yes, we looked at that before. And then we've got... There's the pieces of microfilm that we got before. So, if we can get them all together, we'll find
How
out...
will you travel?
So, I'm going to rush around, even though it costs a little more.
Did you know?
Let's find out. German is spoken by 65% of Switzerland's population. I did know that. It's why I pointed it out at the beginning when it said Guten Tag. If you are able... Jeez, Lawnie, read it right. If you are who I think you are, you will be able to answer this. Blank. It was a difficult time for Switzerland because Swiss-French supported France. It was World War I, right? Although forming a third force, although on the side of the Allies, although on the side of the Germans, although neutral. They were neutral. Well done. When shopping in Switzerland, the best buys are watches of all the famous makes. So you can make note of this. And it'll...
Where to?
It'll be useful later.
Travel?
Okay.
For your information.
Was there an explosion in the background there? Why was there an explosion in the background? Or was I misinterpreting that? The majority of the Swiss labour force is employed in services, industry, crafts, and government. Okay. Verify your identity. That's German, isn't it? Yep. You are very well informed. Thank you very much. To preserve its neutrality, Switzerland did not join the United Nations, but did allow the UN to base several UN agencies in Switzerland. Okay?
Where to?
I think we've seen enough at this point. Also, there's a delivery driver outside who's just pulled away. Lady Karina is trying to be quiet, but it's not working out. What is, Codename Europe, I think it was called? It's sort of a Carmen Sandiego-y edutainment title, but it's not as good. It's all about learning about the countries that you visit and then using that knowledge fairly swiftly afterwards in order to obtain bits of microfilm or whatever that is, in order to crack a code and track down the evil bad guys who are up to no good. Who would I recommend it for? I mean, fans of Carmen Sandiego might enjoy it, but it's very antiquated these days and doesn't really hold up as well compared to it. I have to say, I enjoyed the music. There was nice little musical interludes as you were trying to rack your brain, but this one's not gonna set fire under anybody, I don't think. And if you enjoy having a fire set under you by DOS gaming or DOS gaming memories, you might consider looking at the hundreds of other videos on my channel. Feel free to take a look, and if you like what you see, you can always subscribe. And if you already know all there is to know about Switzerland, you're one of my informed worldly cabal of secret patrons, who I only advertise at the end of each random DOS Game Show video. Look at those great names. We haven't quite decided what they're called yet, but Secret Cabal sounds good enough for me. So yeah, this was okay, but just okay. Fairly unassuming. Until next time.